Yo, what's up, my mullet Sharp here, bringing you guys another video, and today we're going to do Twitter topics, live com. Y'all know what this is, how it works. I got some topics written down for you guys, and we are going to get into this. My last videos, like I said, have been vlogs. Let me know, actually, I can just start this video and say I just tweeted Moho and asked, when are you ready to do some 2v2's? And Moho, my dude Joey Morehouse, ready to do some 2v2's. So hopefully we can bring those back to you guys in this game. And so, yeah, that's kind of how I want to start this video. 2v2's should be coming back. I don't know if they'll just be on my channel, if they'll be on both channels, but definitely there will be some on my channel. So, Twitter topics, for those of you guys who don't know, you guys just tweet me topics on Twitter, and I answer them, and I pretty much make those the topics of the video. So, let's start out and talk about CoD Champs. A lot of you guys are asking about CoD Champs. I covered the qualifier in my last video. Not my last video. Last video I talked about was picking up formal, but yesterday's video, I had 2 videos yesterday because I'm just that awesome. But let's talk about 8 U.S. teams at Champs only. That's how it's going to go. If you guys are unfamiliar, there's going to be 2 online qualifiers. Basically, they don't want to give any pro teams just like a free way to CoD Champs. They want to say everyone's on an even playing field. When it's online, I mean, even playing field, my white ass, but they want to do it like that so everyone has a chance, from the common player, from the person in the pub, from the amateur team. Everyone has a chance to make it. It's not like, well, Optic, MVTK, Complexity, all those teams are automatically invited. It's pretty much going to be online qualifier for the U.S. I don't really pay attention to anything else but the U.S. because obviously I'm from America. That's all I care about. But the way they're going to do it in America is they're going to do online qualifiers, 2 of them. The top 8 teams from both online qualifiers will then go to Florida to play in kind of like a regional tournament. This guy's you got to be kidding me. He's at the whiteboard writing down strats. But the top 8 teams from the 2 qualifiers will go to Florida, and they'll do a top 16 tournament. And Jesus, it'll be a top 16. It'll be 16-team tournament, and the top 8 from that tournament will be invited to CoD Champs. So, I mean, it'll be online, but it will be a LAN to decide the top 8 teams at CoD Champs. I was actually kind of surprised that there's only going to be 8 American teams at CoD Champs this year. Last year, I think there were 16. There was 8 teams from the League Play. There was 8 teams from League Play qualifier, and there was 8 teams from MLG qualifier. Basically, just had to place top 8 and MLG, which is kind of interesting to me that they're only doing 8 teams from the United States, seeing how the top 5 teams from CoD Champs were American teams. So it'll be interesting. I mean, I think the CoD scene is a lot bigger in America. I think everyone can agree to that. Not saying that they're better teams, but I think the CoD scene, there's a lot more teams in America, so you'll see a lot of pro teams that won't make it. A lot of the top American teams, obviously, that can't make it because it is top 8 or whatever. I don't know. There's only 8. There's only gonna be 8 teams, but yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be kind of weird. Hopefully TK can make it. I mean, that's pretty much the main goal. If you don't make it to CoD Champs, then I don't know what you're doing. What you're playing for, because that's pretty much that's the money maker right there for the year. Other than that, going to these other tournaments, if you're not making money from other outlets, then you're not really, what's the point of playing? Unless I guess unless you're having fun, but I don't really. Who the fuck has fun playing Call of Duty? I'm kidding. I love going to tournaments and playing. Obviously, making money is fun and all, but I mean, for instance, UMG, our team took home $4,000. $1,000 for a weekend is not bad, but $1,000 per player to live off of is struggling. So I mean, if you're looking to make money to live off of, CoD Champs is where it needs to be, and CoD Champs is like our major tournament. So if you don't make it to CoD Champs, then that kind of sucks. We're hoping TK makes it. Whether or not I have the whole team fly out to my house again, like we did for. Oh my God, I didn't even know you could do that. Whether I have the whole team fly out to my house again like we did before Columbus, and then we can just host fuck people. And I say that 100% being serious, host fuck, because my shit is shit cheeks. We'll have like the third. I mean, right now we have like the 3rd seed even with picking up formal. So the seeding is gonna go by. The seeding is gonna go by pro points. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. It's a qualifier for CoD Champs, so I have no shame in having other teams play on my host. I doubt we'll do that though. Most likely, probably have me go to Neslo's house, just because he has what people would refer to as Goddernet. This dog is killing that dog is about the same as killing Neslo online. So probably have me go to Neslo's house just because my shit is so bad that it's stupid. But I think it's going to be a big problem, these online qualifiers, you know, the host putting all this stuff. But I talked about that in my last video, so let's go on to the next thing someone we talk about. It's more CoD Champs stuff, and it's about CoD Champs being on the Xbox One. What do I think about that? Well, I have an Xbox One, so, you know, it's no big deal to me. A lot of people, I don't know how many people can afford Xbox Ones, you know, it's a big commitment buying an Xbox One. I mean, it's not like it's 150 bucks. This shit's like 600 bucks or some shit like that. I don't even know. I got mine for free, so because I'm cool. No, actually, I'm a lucky bastard. And Microsoft was like, "Hey, we want to give you a free Xbox." I'm like, "Hey, all right, I'm down with that." But yeah, so buying an Xbox One is a big investment, and it's like, you know, can people afford Xbox Ones? And can all the teams afford Xbox One and afford to practice on them for CoD Champs? Now, the online qualifiers are going to be 360, and a lot of people are going to say, well, why can't you just practice 360 and, you know, just go to CoD Champs and play Xbox One? It's a different controller. The game just looks different and it feels different. So it probably would not be the best idea. You would be behind if you practiced on Xbox 360 and teams were playing on Xbox One. It would pretty much be the same as in Black Ops 1 if any team practiced on 360 and went to MLG events and played on the PS3. That's pretty much how it would be. It's just a different feel to it. But anyway, I know and a lot of people are going to ask me about the scuff. Will there be scuffs in time for Xbox One for CoD Champs? I'm going to assume yes. I'm going to just say yes. I have no idea. I promise I haven't been told otherwise, but I'm just going to assume it's the biggest event for Call of Duty this year so far. And I would assume Scuff is going to want to be a part of it. You know, the biggest competitive controller brand out there is going to want to be a part of it. So they'll probably have their Xbox One Scuff done and ready for the tournament. Teams better or worse? The teams get better or worse from the roster changes that recently happened. I think all the teams got better. Mine included. I think we got better from the roster change. If you notice, Clay when Clay left, we weren't really, you know, too been out of shape about it. Even though we did play second, I personally feel like we should have placed a lot worse. Let me mute all these series. I feel like we should have placed a lot worse than we did at the event. To be 100% honest, I think we just had a crazy run, and God was with us. The gods have blessed us. You guys seen that video? If you haven't seen that video, you're probably like, what the fuck is this thing talking about? But I feel like, you know, there was a lot of things like, yeah, we did clutch out that event and get second. And it showed that we were lacking skill because we just got dominated in the finals. But that's how, you know, when Clay left, we weren't really too bent out of shape about it because we didn't really have a lot of practice going into Philly, and the main reason was because of Clay. You know, he went to concerts and shit, and which is understandable. It was right around the holidays, and he had already had shit planned prior to getting dropped from Complexity, which he was like, oh, well, this is an established team. We just won the event. You know, we don't really need to practice that hard, but you know, all the team changes. We had a team change, just picking up a new player. You know, we really did need to grind out that month. And you know, I don't fault them for having shit planned, like canceling to go to a concert. I wouldn't expect them to do that. So that's why we know we're kind of like, well, I mean, it's not like, you know, we lost a big piece to our team. So it's like, you know, we can just rebuild and hopefully, you know, this next event we have a lot of time to get ready for, and I think with Formal we'll be ready for the next event. You know, he's a grinder. This dude's playing all the time, and dude has only been playing COD for a month, and he's a beast. So excited to play the next event with him. Now, as far as Optic and Indy go, I don't know who Curse LV's picking up. I'll just put that out there, so I'm not really going to talk about them. But as far as Optic and Indy go, Optic picking up Parasite, Clayster, and then Ricky and Nate are still on the team. So it's Parasite and Clayster. I think they'll be a better team. I think every team has come out on top in this team change. I think it's been for the better. I think they'll be a stronger team just because they have players that are still hungry for it and want to play. I know Parasite is a player, and no matter what he did, and I don't really know about how or why he's on Optic, but I mean I know why he's on Optic. I saw his Twitch numbers the other day, but I just know he had a lot of issues with Optic, and I didn't really see Parasite, or I don't think anyone saw Parasite joining Optic. And I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, Parasite's a sellout." I'm not saying they could be a good team. Nadeshot is not a bad player. Everyone comes after Nadeshot and says Nadeshot is a shit player. If you look at the numbers and how they play, I think I think Nadeshot. I don't think Nadeshot's a bad player. I just think they're always under practiced. Now, the reason why they're under practiced, I don't know if that's Nade's fault. I don't know if that was Scum's fault, if that was Big T's fault, or whoever. But I think that was just their main issue. They were under practice. They had gun skill and they could get kills, but they just didn't understand how the game works. But I think with Clayster, and I just said Clayster didn't really wasn't about the grind, but I think Clayster is about the grind. I think he got all his concerts and shit and his raves out of the way and shit. I think they'll be a good team. Good enough team to win a championship? Who knows? We'll have to see. But I think they'll be a strong team. And last team change. We'll talk about is Envy, obviously. I think they came out amazing in this. Scumpy is a good pickup. I think he's on a team that is grinding and is playing. He's been on Optic for a long time. He still had his Gfinity bracelet on at Philly, and I actually kind of felt bad because I was like, that shit is nasty. But he was like, this is a reminder of when we started placing bad. And that to me just shows one that he still wants it. He still wants to play. He still wants to win. And he's not just oh fuck competitive. I'm about that YouTube money. He still wants to win. And he still wants to compete. And they played us last night, and it is online. TK has never been known for being good online, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, they're a good-ass team. But they were putting it to us online, and Scumpy was dropping big numbers. So I think Envy came out better. I think Envy came out pretty good in this situation. Sad to see Rambo not playing anymore. I think Rambo's still a good player, and once again, they blamed a lot of their placings on Rambo. I don't think it was all entirely his fault. I would like to see Rambo play again. I think he will. I think he's just taking a little bit of a break for now, but I think Envy is a good. They came out pretty good in this. The last topic, how TK began. I'll just start this real quick. I think Chaos Silencer wanted it to be a pistols only clan, starting it to be a Kimbo's and shit. And I knew Rednecks or Scott. You guys know him. He's a YouTuber, and he hit me up. He was on Fear, and he was like, "Yo, I'm starting this organization." He's like, "This is before we join VVV." He's like, "Don't sign any contracts." He's like, I want your team first, whatever team you're on." Because me and him are good friends, So after Anaheim, he started this organization. We got rid of Realize. We were looking for one. Picked up Neslo, and we're like, Redneck came to me and was like, "So you ready to do this? You ready to join this organization?" I was like, "All right." He showed me all this is after all their promos went out. They showed me all the snipers, all the YouTubers they had. And I was like, "All right, I'm ready. This sounds like a good idea." And so we joined up TK. We've been TK since UMG Atlanta, and we've placed amazing with TK. And it's crazy to see how the fan base has grown. I was just saying this is we were at UMG Atlanta, and there was no one who knew who we were or what we were doing there, and no one in the crowd was really rooting for us besides Minnesota Burns, Redneck, just the TK people like Jimmy and Kozdoff and all them. And then now we're at UMG Philly, and pretty much I think everyone in the crowd wanted us to win. After Complexity won, it was dead silent. There was people. It was a little golf clap, and it was dead silent. I think a lot of people wanted to see us win just because, one, they wanted to see us knock Complexity off, but I feel like our fan base is growing a lot. Even when we were playing on the side stations, we had a massive crowd of people behind us, which is good to see. Good to see the support growing and the fan base growing. I've noticed a lot more views on my YouTube videos. I've noticed a lot more views on my live stream, and I'm grateful for that. So thank all you mullets out there. I guess I'll end the video like this. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you guys for watching. As always, this is your boy Sharp. Keep your mullets combed and shampooed and conditioned. And I'm out. Peace.